Gemini, welcome to your reading. If you are watching the replay, you can go ahead and fast forward because I'm going to sign into the chat. You know what? Maybe I'll put it... Oops. Where's my other phone? I'm going to put it on my other phone so I don't have to... I just realized I'm not signed into the chat. But I have my other phone. Thank you guys for showing the channel so much love. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. We are already almost at 70 subscribers, almost at 100 subscribers in 24 hours. That's crazy. That is so crazy. So thank y'all for that. But I'm going to get into the video. Let's see. What is blocking my Gemini's love life currently? Give me one more shuffle. What is blocking my Gemini's love life? Thank you all for hitting the like button, subscribing, hyping up the video, letting me know how it resonates or it doesn't resonate in the comments. Constant lying. Okay. Demand honesty and be truthful yourself. Trust is built on a foundation of truth. We may have two people here, or at least one person who's hiding how they truly feel about someone. This could be your person, Gemini, hiding their true feelings. Constant criticism. Believe in your self-worth. Surround yourself with those who uplift and support you. Constant criticism. Someone may be taking someone's wants and needs as criticism. Let's get one more. Ignoring your goals. Pursue your dreams with confidence. Your goals are valid and deserving of support. I feel like we have three separate situations happening for you, Gemini. I feel like there's a connection here where there may have been like some arguing, some bickering, someone feeling like they're being criticized, whether that's you or your partner. Someone's taking the other person's wants and needs as criticism. And then I feel like with constant lying, you may have two people, Gemini. There may be someone who's also hiding their feelings, not showing you how they truly feel. You both could be doing that to each other, wearing some sort of mask. And then we have ignoring your goals. I feel like this is a personal message here, where there's some sort of dream, some sort of pursuit that you want to go after. Hey, Jose. That you may be ignoring, or it's not getting the kind of attention that it needs, possibly because of your love situations distracting you. Tell me about constant lying. Who is this that's hiding how they truly feel about Gemini? Who is this that's hiding how they truly feel about Gemini? Someone's lying about their feelings. Eight of Pentacles. Someone really wants to work on things with you, but I feel like from the outside, you would observe this person as moving away from this. This could be somebody who's giving you some sort of cold shoulder, or they're acting like they have, I just heard, something better to do. Yeah, Three of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody is acting like they don't want to work on this, like they don't want to cooperate, that they don't want to give to this. When really, Ten of Cups, they view you as someone that they could have happily ever after with. Now, why is this person showing up like this? Why are they feeling like they need to hide their feelings? This person could have felt ignored. This person could have felt like they weren't high on your priority list, Gemini. And so maybe out of their own self-respect or dignity, they felt like they needed to at least look like they're moving on from this, even though I feel like deep inside, this person really desires to build some sort of happy life with you or a happy connection with you. I feel like this person really sees a lot of potential here, but there's something that's happened in the past that made this person feel like maybe they weren't high on your priority list, or they may have felt a bit overlooked by you, or maybe even breadcrumbed by you. What happened on Gemini's side with this person? Because that's just how this person observed you, but I wonder what really happened on your side. Justice in reverse, Devil card. You may have felt like pursuing this person wasn't the right thing to do. Justice in reverse to the Devil. Something gave you a red flag about this situation. What was the Justice? For some of you, Gemini, you weren't on the market. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. What was toxic about the situation is that someone was not single. 10 of Swords. So you needed to dead this. Gemini, I feel like there's someone who's wanted you. And I feel like when they tried to pursue you, you didn't give the situation much interest, much effort. And so this person felt like they needed to hide their feelings from you and appear to be moving on with their life, even though they really wanted to pursue something with you because you were already taken. How did you feel towards this person? How did my Geminis feel towards this person back then? The Emperor. The Empress in reverse to the King of Wands. Gemini, you had 2 options. You viewed this person as somebody you could potentially see an end-all be-all situation with as well. That is so interesting. Page of Cups. You were interested. But the Justice in reverse to the Devil card, I feel like the Geminis I'm speaking to felt like, no, that's not the right thing to do. Let me step back. I feel like this person must have felt that energy shift in you, right? Obviously, because it's kind of like you put up some sort of boundary with someone. And I feel like it's because you weren't single. 9 of Pentacles in reverse to the Devil card, Justice in reverse. You didn't want to disrespect another relationship you had going on. You may have also felt like you weren't ready. Like bad timing. Empress in reverse. I'm getting that song, which is kind of like a goofy song, right? But it's Beyonce. Oh, what is that song? I can't catch the song, so maybe I'm not meant to share it. But it's something here about you feeling not quite where you'd want to be to entertain this person anyways. Like you feeling like you had some work to do on top of already being preoccupied with the King of Wands. Both of these people could be fire signs. They don't have to be, though. There's something here about you feeling like now is not a time for me to give to this. So maybe you both were lying with constant lying. So you both had to wear a mask. Now, we also have another person here with constant criticism. Let's hop over to, I'm going to pull another deck for this one. with constant criticism. Who is this over here? How? Oh, wow. And constant criticism is right next to this card flipped over at the top of the deck that says, blaming you for their problems. Hold them accountable and refuse to take on blame that isn't yours. So again, with this constant criticism, you could have someone in your energy who kind of always wants you to fix something. Anything that's going wrong in this person's life, they may project onto you. Like if they're having issues with family and friends, all of a sudden, now they have an issue with you as well. You know what I mean? Blaming you for all their problems. Tell me about this person under the constant criticism card. Tell me about this person. Knight of Wands in reverse. You may feel like there's something you can't rely on when it comes to this person with the Knight of Wands in reverse. Tell me about this. You may feel like this person is always looking for ways to say you're not giving enough, you're not doing enough. With the Page of Swords in reverse, you could feel like, or maybe this is the energy of you, Gemini. Okay, you'll have to take it how it resonates. You're not always going to be the one, you know, being done wrong, but there's an energy of heavy criticism here where it's like someone's always looking for ways that someone is not giving enough love. Yeah. Page of Pentacles in reverse. I'm sorry, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Now, how does the person who's being criticized feel like they're showing up in this connection? How does the person who's being criticized? The Hierophant, I'm committed, I'm here, I'm showing up, I'm being stable with you, I'm committed to this connection. Okay, now the person who's feeling like someone is not meeting their needs, how are they showing up in the connection? Ten of Pentacles. We have two very committed people. We have two very committed people. Now, where's the disconnect between these two, Spirit? The King of Swords. And the Strength card. To the Tower. Okay, Gemini, you could definitely be dealing with the Leo. I feel like we have two committed people here. What's the Tower? This may just be an issue of a difference in personality. The Tower to the Temperance, right? Exactly what I just said. We may just have a difference of personality, right? With the King of Swords to the Strength card. I feel like there's an issue when it comes to two people blending their love languages, their personality type, how they like to give and receive love, what they would like their future to look like, where they want to live in the future. Yeah, like different things. It's like an issue bringing two different people together. Now, I feel like you are both showing up loyal to the connection, committed, but I feel like there's the Tower moment comes into play when we bring up compatibility, right, with the Temperance card, because the Temperance card is about blending two things together, right? If I mix this flour with this water, or if I add this sugar to this Kool-Aid, or if I add, you know, salt and pepper together, what do you get? You know, that's the Temperance card. So I feel like the issue comes in when we bring up the subject of, okay, you have two great people who are showing up in the upright. They're committed to the connection, but there's an issue when it comes to blending their lives together, blending their love languages together, blending their personalities together. And this may be what's caused, or I feel like this is what's caused two people to maybe become very critical of each other or blaming each other for why this isn't all just coming together, when really I feel like there's two people here showing up in the upright. They look like pretty good people, but there's just an issue when it comes to mixing, blending, melting into each other. Any advice for my Geminis dealing with this connection? Gemini, your advice is to remember that when you're stuck, stagnant, and stressed, you're not growing. You're not nurturing yourself. You're not expanding, right? Because we're about to move into talking about ignoring your goals, right? Which was the other oracle that came out for you. I feel like two great people can both be great people and still not be compatible, right? Like having two really good ingredients. Like you can have, I don't know, you can have strawberries, right? So yummy, so delicious, so juicy, so sweet. But if you mix strawberries with, you know, what's something else that's really yummy? If you add strawberries to Alfredo sauce, that's going to be a really hard combination to make a good dish out of. Alfredo sauce and strawberries. You get what I'm saying? So Alfredo sauce, delicious in dishes that are good for Alfredo sauce. Strawberries, delicious for dishes that require or taste good with strawberries. Two different ingredients that just don't go well together, but they're delicious in their own right. Okay. So I feel like if you have a connection or this connection that is stressing you out, is also hindering your personal growth. It's keeping you stuck. So I feel like your advice is, yeah, what does your 10 of Cups look like? This reminds me of Libra's reading that I did yesterday on the All Signs channel, on the House of Cards Tarot Readings channel, where I was bringing up how, you know, when you add things to your life, especially when your life looks like what you want it to look like, then whatever you add to your life should flow really well with what you're already doing, right? So it's like, what does your 10 of Cups look like? And then only entertaining things in the future that fit the bill. Okay. Any advice for the two here that are hiding their feelings from each other? Any advice for the Geminis in this situation? 8 of Wands, talk. Talk. There needs to be a combination. Okay. There needs to be a conversation between you two. 8 of Wands. I feel like this person may be coming towards you in the future here. And I feel like this is an opportunity for clarity, for honesty. Yeah, King of Cups. This person could have a water, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Yeah. I feel like this person will be coming towards you, being just a bit more available, right? Because the King of Cups, he's not overly emotional, but he's not emotionally unavailable either. You know, he's showing up available. And so I feel like this is an opportunity for you two to have an open, honest conversation with your hearts, I want to say. Now, again, you know, I don't see you two like, oh my God, I love you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. You're so amazing. No, you know, the King of Cups is emotionally available, but they're not clingy or emotionally unavailable on the opposite side of the spectrum. They're just emotionally available. So I feel like there's an opportunity here to strategize where you two want to take this in the future. Now, again, I always say with the Seven of Swords, I take reversal cards. And with that being said, if something is really malice or sneaky or anything like that, then the Seven of Swords will come out in the reverse for me as a reader, because I take reversals. So Seven of Swords in the upright is just telling me like, okay, how can we get through this situation and maybe plan out where we want to take this connection in the future with the least amount of damage along the way. Because I feel like there's already been some things that have happened between you two. And so I feel like there's going to be some strategy involved when you two connect. Because this is an energy between you two. So you two are being strategic and planning out the future of your connection. I feel like there's a message here to be just as available to this person that you've been hiding your feelings from, or they've been hiding their feelings from you. Being just as available as this person is. Because I feel like they're coming in with their green light on. Their availability. Okay. Now, Gemini. Hey, Chance. I'm so glad you found this channel. I also have an all signs channel. It's House of Cards Tarot. You can find the link to that channel in the description box of this video. You can check out that channel as well. But I'm glad you found the Gemini channel. I love it. I'm so excited. Ignoring your goals. Tell me about ignoring your goals for Gemini. I'm honestly feeling like this has a lot to do with your love life. Wow, we're stepping out of that. Gemini, you're stepping out of a phase of ignoring your goals. I love that energy for you. Whereas maybe because of your love life and having a lot on your mind, you've kind of been neglecting your goals. Now, I'm not saying you've been a slouch, right? Because that's not really a Gemini thing. You know what I mean? A Gemini likes to get out there and make something shake in one way or another, right? But I feel like, you know, you could be giving it more gusto. And I see you putting yourself out there, maybe starting something new. You're headed down some sort of new path. And I feel like the energy of ignoring or not putting as much effort as you possibly could into your goals, I feel like that's something you are leaving behind. So I love that energy for you. I see you collaborating with other people, Three of Pentacles. You may join some sort of group. You could be entering a new workplace. You could be collaborating with others. There's something here about you networking, collaborating, getting to know other people in your field. Yeah, Hangman in reverse. I feel like you're moving out of the energy of any stagnancy when it comes to your goals. You may have been sitting and pondering and doing a lot of thinking about what your next move was going to be, what you wanted to do next, maybe ignoring some of your ideas. I just feel like that's an energy that you're moving out of. I feel like you're going to start to become much more consistent when it comes to your goals and the things that you're trying to create and trying to build. With that World card in reverse, I see you sticking to it. You're seeing something through. Death card, you're seeing it through to the end, till the wheels fall off. I see you following something all the way through. Now, the death card, I mean, that's just a card of getting to completion, taking something all the way to the end. And then starting anew. I just feel like, Gemini, you're moving into an era of trying out all of your ideas instead of ignoring them. Page of Pentacles, learning new things. Three of Pentacles behind here, collaborating, getting to know other people in your field. Now, like if you work for a company, you may get on LinkedIn and start adding new connections so that you can expand and maybe meet some new people, or connecting with coworkers, building better relationships with your bosses and coworkers. Because especially if you work for a company in 2026, the easiest and best way to find other places of employment is to network with your past coworkers and past managers and past bosses. So I would encourage that to you, because in 2026, it's very difficult to find a job where you don't know anyone there and just getting hired off of, you know, your merit or off of your accomplishments. You know, it's kind of who do you know? Okay. Tell me about the death card. I feel like you're seeing your ideas through, whether they fail or whether they succeed. I feel like you're nurturing your ideas as it pertains to your career, your finance, your business, if you own your own business. Nine of Cups. Gemini, this is a beautiful reading. I feel like you're letting your intuition guide you when it comes to following your hopes and dreams, even when you don't feel like you have the strength. This is like such a motivated energy. You're using your intuition to guide you, even when you feel like maybe you don't have the strength or you don't have the willpower, you're second guessing and doubting yourself. You know, because sometimes with the Strength card, I think about the Cowardly Lion in The Wizard of Oz, you know? And it's like in the upright, you know, he's being brave, he's using his determination. And then in the reverse, it would be the Cowardly Lion, right? But I feel like you're moving on with the Star card here, right? We have the Star card too. You're moving by what inspires you. You're moving towards the things that inspire you, the things that match your 10 of Cups. Didn't I talk about that earlier when we were talking about your love situation? When your advice was to move towards things that fit into your 10 of Cups. Get really clear about what your 10 of Cups is, and then only entertain things that match the vibe, that fit into that puzzle. Okay? Looks really good. I see you being really happy and satisfied when it comes to your career, your finances. Yeah, Temperance. I see you making new friends in your field. I don't know if you're going to be connecting more with coworkers. You could be making friends in the field that you're in or at your current workplace. I see you like becoming more social in your workplace. Networking, socializing. Each one teach one is what I just heard in my head. Each one teach one. So maybe you'll become some sort of mentor. Again, I mean, if you work for a company, this could just be you building out your LinkedIn, or, you know, hanging out and talking more to people in the break room, building relationships with your coworkers, which again, I really recommend, because once you leave that company, the easiest way to find future employment is to reach out to old coworkers. Like, hey, can I use you as a recommendation? I'm trying to get on at the company that you're with, you know? And having those people that you can network with is invaluable in 2026 when it comes to your career. Okay, Gemini, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all for, you know, giving so much life to this channel so quickly. Already almost 100 subscribers, less or a little bit over 24 hours. Way better than I would have thought. Okay, so I appreciate y'all. I'm going to go head over to the House of Cards channel and start the individual readings for the signs over there. So if you want to see your second Gemini reading of the day, you can head over to the House of Cards Tarot Readings channel. So I'm going to start those shortly. Or if you want to cross-watch for the person that you're dealing with, you can check out their individual reading on that channel as well. And I will see y'all next time.